A beggar rushes into a hospital carrying a badly injured little girl in his arms. Instead of helping them, a nurse standing at the entrance refuses to let them in. She says harshly, "Get out of here. You smell bad. This is not a place for people like you." The beggar doesn't give up. He forces his way toward the trauma center, desperate to save the child. At the same time, a phone operator calls the security guard and says, "Throw that beggar and the child out. This is a hospital for rich people. Don't allow poor people inside." Nearby, a kind-hearted female doctor notices what's happening. She asks the beggar to calm down. She speaks gently to him and shows compassion. She tells him to sit in a room and runs to call another doctor for help. The beggar carefully lays the little girl on the bed. He looks up toward the ceiling with tearful eyes and starts praying, "Please God, save this child. Let her live." Poor people or beggars often have the biggest hearts. They are full of compassion and humanity. The rich, on the other hand, often run only after money and dollars. The same nurse enters the room again and orders the beggar to leave. The beggar takes out all the coins he has saved in his lifetime and offers them to her, saying, "Please take this, but save the child." The nurse picks up the coins and mocks him cruelly. At that moment, a male doctor arrives and becomes furious. "Why did you let this beggar inside?" he shouts. People like this should never be allowed into the hospital. Instead of showing empathy, he shows anger and hatred. Just then, the kind female doctor arrives and asks the beggar to stay. She tries to explain things to the doctor and the nurse, but the doctor gets even angrier and yells, "Who do you think you are to talk back to me?" He calls the security guard and orders him, "Throw this beggar and the child out. There is no place for poor people here." Finally, the female doctor asks him calmly, "If this child were your own daughter, what would you do?" The doctor is so cold-hearted that when his mother calls him at that very moment, he rejects the call and cuts it off. The beggar sits outside the hospital, crying over the child's fate. Soon, the security guard comes to push him away even from there. The doctor, the nurse, and the kind female doctor all come outside as well. The doctor shouts again, "Get rid of this beggar and the child." Suddenly, the doctor's mother arrives, panicked and restless. She tells her son, "Your daughter is missing. She didn't come home. Find her." Hearing this, the female doctor's heart skips a beat. She rushes to check the injured girl. When she removes the cloth from the child's face, she freezes in shock. She turns to the doctor and says, "This is your daughter." The doctor removes the cloth himself and collapses in disbelief. Cruel fate reveals the truth. It was the doctor himself who had injured his own daughter in a road accident earlier. When the beggar had tried to tell him, the doctor had looked at him with disgust and said, "I don't talk to beggars," and drove away. Fate didn't just punish him, it taught him a painful lesson. By the time the child was taken inside the room, her soul had already left her body. She had died. The doctor broke down completely, crying uncontrollably. In his heart, he kept repeating, "If only I had helped someone's daughter like a beggar would, my own daughter would be alive today." Please, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.